All right. Day is January the 17th. At approximately 4 p.m., I have Mr. Chadwick Griffin and Mr.
Greg Mooneyham.
All right, let the meeting begin. And myself, Willie Ryans. All right, I got questions first. So my question is, why is it that the park closed at 5:30?
So our operating hours are 8 to 8, Monday through Saturday.
Is that indoor and outdoor, or just outdoor?
So our operating hours for facilities, indoor and outdoor, is 8 to 8, Monday through Saturday. On Sundays, our gates open around 8 a.m. and they close around 9 or 10.
The latest they're open is 8:30.
So, if there's not basketball activity going on inside of the gym, or a volleyball game going on inside of the gym, and an individual's family wants to go and play basketball or use the indoor activity exercise machine, maybe indoor tracks or whatever, and it's 6 o'clock p.m., that's legal and okay for them to do that.
For sure.
So the gym hours indoor is 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Here at Deerlet, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. If the gym is free, Monday through Saturday, you are more than welcome to go in there and shoot and use the gym. That's at any location.
Okay, and why is it closed on Sunday? Why is there no gym on Sunday?
So Sundays is a day for, we don't have staff to staff Sundays. Sundays has always been a day that we've always been closed.
Okay.
And I have to also think about, do I have enough staff to staff a Sunday? Do I have enough, and, I have to think about all those things.
Is it positions opening, or is that the budget cap?
There's no positions. We have a certain amount of positions that we're allotted every year,
Okay.
and those positions are already filled.
And is that decided on the county budget, or is that decided on your team of people that you select?
We're given a budget every year.
Right.
To
I
go by,
understand
we
that.
have to operate under the budget we're given.
Okay. All right. So my question is, with the selective days you have, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is Sunday not available because of the budget? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, I would say we're given an operating budget every year, and we have to stick to that budget every year.
Okay, and that's because it's the same budget for Deer Lake Park. Is that a different budget for Boundary Waters and other parks, or is that the same budget for the all parks?
So we operate under 3 different divisions. We have a 920, which is Parks and Rec, and maintenance and park security fall under 920. 922 is our aquatic center, and 923 is our activity center. And each division has its own budget.
So each division has its own budget: maintenance, sports, like you just said. So I'm assuming you're saying that every park also has their own budget. Is that correct?
When you say every park, we have over 18 locations.
Okay, so is the budget in every location different? Let me ask it that way.
So like I said, we have 3 different divisions. Parks and Rec division has its own budget.
And that includes what?
So under Parks and Rec 920, you have recreation activities, programs, events, sports, athletics. You have maintenance.
Maintenance, is that the same thing as Park and Recreation, or a different
Yes,
department?
that falls under 920.
Okay.
And you have park security.
So Parks and Recreation and maintenance up on the one, and then Park Security is up on another.
That's correct.
So that's 2 budgets.
No, park security is under 920. So there's 920. That's Parks and
Which
Rec.
is, explain what is 920?
That's just how it's divided up in the system.
Is it like a code name for it?
Right, it's like
920.
a line item, I guess you could say. So 920 has its own budget.
So 920.
922 is the aquatic center.
Okay, so
And 923 is the activity center.
920 is recreation and maintenance,
And park security for all of
and
that.
Park Security. That's one budget.
That's one.
All right, and then there's another budget with what again?
The aquatic center, 922.
Aquatic Center. Is that like a different I mean,
They
that's
have their own
separate from
budget.
everything?
Mhm.
Okay, so Aquatic Center has its own budget. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So now we have a budget for security, activities for one location, or that for all locations, and then Boundary Waters has its own.
So I'm not understanding your question. So you have
So-
here
920.
920, which could be all of our special events that fall under 920.
Okay.
If you want a list of those, I can email those to you.
So one more question. 920.
Mm-hmm.
All the parks falls under 920. All the parks.
No.
Not all 18 locations.
No. So it's different. I mean, it's hard. It's so in 920 we have 18 different locations.
Yes, well, 20. We have 20.
20 locations that we have to take
20
care of.
locations.
2,000 acres of parks.
Okay. When you're saying locations, are you referring to all the parks, right?
Correct.
Sweetwater and all these.
Sweetwater's a state park.
Okay, Sweetwater State. So give me 5 locations.
Deer Lick,
Deer Lick,
Woodrow,
Woodrow,
Lithia,
Lithia,
Clinton,
Clinton,
Winston Park,
Winston Park.
Woodrow, not Woodrow. Woodrow is
Chestnut
Post Road
Law,
Park,
Rand
Chestnut
Circle,
Law, Fair Play,
Lithia,
Boundary
Springs,
Waters,
Bill
the
Arp.
activity, the outside park,
Okay, so those parks falls up on the
Rim
920.
Circle.
Even Boundary, the exterior of Boundary falls under the
920.
park itself, the athletic complex, the 500 plus acres,
Okay.
the disc golf, all the outside stuff falls under the 920 budget.
That falls on the 920 budget.
Yes.
And then you have Boundary Waters. What is so different about that part?
The Boundary Waters there's two facilities there. You have the aquatic center and the activity center. The
Okay.
aquatic center has its own budget inside that facility.
Okay.
They have their own budget.
Okay.
You have the activity center, which is 923. Inside that facility, they have their own budget.
They have their own budget.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the hours of operations, who are they set by?
These hours of operations have always been set. We run the hours of operations by our supervisors, our direct, and they've been adopted by the Board of Commissioners.
So when we say they have always been in place, are we saying that they was in place before you got here, before you took the position on?
I have worked here for 15 years,
Okay.
and that 8 to 8 has always been our standard operating hours.
Okay. So from the time you've been here, that's been the hours of operation.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let me interject.
Go ahead.
A park, but our open park outside, those gates, it says we open at 8:30, generally from dawn to dusk, depending upon. So the general park, and then if we have athletic events going on, they use, like let's say here we have football going on here at Deer Lick,
Okay.
and we have an association that runs the youth football here, and they on a Saturday, and they have games. Their last game has to end. Don't quote me on the exact time of the game. They're supposed to be done by 10 o'clock out during those months.
Understood.
So the park would stay open until then technically, and then they all go out, and then we close
Right.
the gates.
Due to activities, right?
Yes.
Due to activities, so the hours are stretched. Okay, let's say without activities going on, because there's different seasons where different activity goes on, right? Football season, basketball season, kickball season, different seasons of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So what I am concerned with is that when there's not seasons and family want to come over, because I'm on the behalf of not just myself but several other people that I ran this by. I'm pretty sure you've seen all those names in the email that when I CC'd all those people. These are family members that I coach their son and I coach their kids. And so when they ask,
You coach for us?
do I coach for who?
Do you coach for
No,
us?
no. When I coach for their sons and their kids, and they say, "Hey, where can we have practice at or whatever?"
Mm-hmm.
And I said, "Well, I think their indoors closed at this time of the day, at this time of the evening.
So
it's 6 or 7
can I
o'clock."
ask you some questions? What are you a coach?
Well, I don't
Are you-
want to answer the question. I just want to ask questions so I can get answers of stuff.
I want to be able to help you. If you're looking for space, we can definitely find some space for you to coach.
But it's going to be temporary. That's what I'm saying. I wanted to. This ain't just about me. This is about people that I work with, people besides me, friends, neighbors I got in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
We want to come on a Sunday and shoot basketball at the gym here. We can't. It's closed. Why?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's not fair to an entire county of people that paying for the building. I just want you to see it from not from a stubborn standpoint that I'm in charge and this is my say-so because it's being like this. I don't want you to look at it that way. I want you to understand it from not just me in front of you. I'm not on behalf of me. If it was just me, then I would be like, okay, just forget it then. You know what? I got a basketball in the backyard. You know, I don't matter. It don't matter to me. I'm not on the behalf of just me. I'm on the behalf of several other people. So my taking short time off of work today for not just myself, but for other people. And I need to have something recorded and say, hey, I understand now this is why they can't do it because this, and this, and this, and this. Or I leave here and say, no, what, this can't. This is not it. This is not a good enough reason. We need to go and talk to Tiffany and David, and then those administrators. And if they can't do it, let's go to the county commission. Then that's what. Let's do an open book. Let's do an open book request and start subpoenaing people and start seeing what the budget's going on. Who's spending money on what? Are we spending too much money on this? Are we spending too much money on that? Let's see what we can extend these hours. Why are we stuck with the same routine for 15 years? It doesn't make sense. Why are we stuck here? So if I call right now on my cell phone to Boundary Waters and say, hey, without activities, and I want to play basketball, what time is open gym? What are the hours? They're going to tell me from 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Why is that? When I get off work at 5:30, why am I not allowed? Or why is my neighbor not allowed? Why is the community not allowed to go and play basketball with their family for a building they're paying for? Why is that?
So they're probably telling you that because we have activities going on starting at 5:30, 6 o'clock. But if we don't have any activities, families, you are more than welcome to come and shoot basketball, use the gym. Anytime that gym is free and open, you are more than welcome to use it. If we don't have an activity or a rental, you are more than welcome to use it.
At this location, that location, every single 18 location that we have in Douglas County.
So
are you
we only
saying
have three
We have the
inside?
three that have
We only have three inside facilities.
Okay, 3 inside facilities. So if my wife wants to walk the track, a walk around the court here in Deer Lake Park, okay, and she just want to walk the court.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Eight-
That's every day.
Every single
Monday
day,
through Saturday.
Monday through Saturday. Then I called and I checked also follow up on Boundary Waters.
And which one are you talking about? The activity center or
Yeah,
the aquatic center?
the indoor basketball facility.
Activity.
I got off work one day and a friend of mine called and he said, hey, let's go shoot some basketball at Boundary Waters. I got out of work. I said, okay, well, sure. I'll meet you over there. I get out of work. It's 4:45. I get there. The guy said, hey, we're closing it at 5 o'clock. I said, well, oh, you must we got an event or some people got the building rent out. So, no, it's from 5 o'clock. We close at 5 o'clock indoor. I said, well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense closing at 5 o'clock.
How long ago was it?
This was actually, I want to say August.
So during
August. I want to say August.
So in the evenings,
2024.
So in the
to be exact.
evenings, there could be open volleyball going on. There could be a practice one. I'd have to go back and look at what our programs were back in August. But usually in the evenings are when the times we have like open volleyball on one side. They'll have, and then the other side would be open gym, unless there's a practice going on. So those facilities from 5:30, usually they have 30 minutes to try to clean up, transition, and then from 5:30 until 7:45, 8 o'clock. And now the track's always open, unless there's a special event going on, like we had Coco and Jazz. The gym was closed down. The whole center was closed down because that was a major event we had going on with music and setting up transition. But athletically, the walking track from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m., that walking track is open. The fitness center, which is an additional fee-based program, from 8 a.m. until 8 p.m. is open. So on the two courts, the athletic courts, if there is not we have basketball, we're running a youth league now, right? So the games are played and they practice here at Boundary Waters. Are they using the Factory Shoals for practice?
They use Factory Shoals.
In Factory Shoals Middle School. So from, I think it's 5:30 p.m. until closing, those courts are being used by youth basketball teams.
Okay.
For this right now.
Okay.
For this time.
So basketball season ends in March, right?
Yes.
What's next? What next activity we have at the basketball? That's
There-
indoor.
There would be an opening and then it'd be open play.
It'd be open.
So, or we have at the activity center, they have a senior 4-on-4 league. They have a ladies 3-on-3 league. I want to say
They
in
do
here we have
adult men's league.
and we have an adult and men's basketball league. Those usually take one night. So out of the 4 nights, it would be men's basketball plays the men. I want to say Mondays. The seniors play on Tuesday or Thursday. Leagues.
Okay. And well, let me also ask you this, and I hope it's not asking a lot. I don't think so. But is it possible, since there's seem to be just activities Monday through Saturday, is it possible to have an extended day, maybe every other Sunday, first and third Sunday, open for the public? Is that possible to do it? To maybe have it from 11 in the morning to 8 at night? Is that possible? To just every other weekend? I mean, since it's first and third Sundays or first and last Sundays of the month, something like that, so that the public can come on a Sunday and say, you know what, we can use Deer Lake, or we can use Boundary Waters, whatever, to indoor on a Sunday. Because there's people that works, of course, 6 days a week. Mm-hmm. Some people have to pick up overtime because of the inflation. We know that. Mm-hmm. So when they don't have that particular time, and if they want to spend time with their family, we're thinking, okay, you know what? Take my family out to the park on Sunday. We go in there, me and my kids shoot around basketball, play kickball or hide and seek or pickleball or whatever we're doing. We don't have to be out in the hot sun, or we don't have to be out in the cold. We can just be on the inside on a Sunday. Is that possible? Just because it's not asking a lot, but just like I said, having a Sunday, if you can't do it every Sunday, maybe 2 Sundays out of the month, every other Sunday.
That's something we could definitely look into. You got my wheels turning a little bit. We could do Family Day. Sometime we can name it Family Day. Open gym is from 11 to 4 or something, and offer that to families. I don't know about every other Sunday, but maybe once a month for sure. We can look at doing something like that.
Something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I
can.
I can
now we're moving the needle.
That.
Now we're moving the needle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And definitely still on Saturdays. Open gym.
Anytime these doors are open and the courts are free, anybody can go in there and shoot and use the gym.
Okay. What about the hours, though? The hours of operations on Saturdays?
8 to 8.
8 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
If there's no activity, the gym is open for people to shoot.
Of course.
So here's an example. So this Saturday, our youth league start this week. They were supposed to start last week. We're closed.
Okay.
Snow. In here, our basketball will end at 1 here at Deer Lick. Basketball will be over by 1:30. Last game starts at noon. As soon as we're done and they're cleared out, that gym is open from whatever time until 8 p.m.
Unless there's a rental. I don't think there's any rentals. So the gym is open and free and there's no activity.
Okay.
Anybody can go in there and shoot.
Okay.
Or walk or play pickleball or train,
Okay.
It's open.
All right. Well, you know what? I think that actually answers all my questions, you guys. So it's just in case if I was at, if I go by maybe next week or 2 or whatever to go shoot basketball or come in just to play tennis or something with someone, with my friends or whoever, and I said, hey, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Greg, said, hey, the gym is open from 8 to 8. We're allowed to be here to shoot basketball. It's only 5 o'clock. It should not be closed, and we're allowed to shoot basketball.
As long as there's not an activity.
As long as there's not an activity. Because I can respect, people got activities all the time and stuff like that. I respect that. Right. People have birthday parties and stuff. They rent the gym out.
Yeah,
I have a degree in psychology. Right. I'm there. I'm there.
We want to offer the best community service as possible.
Appreciate you.
If the gym is open, I want the gym to be used. Yep. We want the gym to be used. That's what they're here for.
Appreciate you.
So if we don't have activity, a special event or athletic event in there, anybody can go in there and shoot, and we preach that to the staff all the time.
I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys being straightforward with me. That's all the questions I have, gentlemen.
That's it.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Good meeting you guys.
You can call us anytime